Thank you, Bob. Well, Hollywood East recently wrapped another film shoot in the city of Philadelphia, with Germantown being the center of attention. Writer-director Tanya Hamilton is a local filmmaker, and she stopped by our studio to tell me about Stringbean and Marcus, her first major project that, despite its size, hopes to get a huge reaction from the public.
It's a very small film about a couple of former Black Panthers who are trying to kind of pull their lives back together.
The spotlight is on Philadelphia, showcasing actors Anthony Mackie and the woman his character always loved but could never have, Kerry Washington.
What's up, man?
The smiles of friendship are a stark contrast to her role. She plays the wife of a murdered Panther Party leader. In the 60s and early 70s, the organization was one of the first groups in U.S. history to militantly struggle for ethnic minority and working class emancipation. Tanya Hamilton drew her inspiration for her fictional story from an aunt who was an active party member.
For instance, she was one of the first people to protest inside the White House right after Selma in '65.
Really?
And she went to prison for it, along with 7 other people.
For a number of reasons, the party began to dissolve in the 70s. And in this story, the character of Marcus is suspected of being a jealous turncoat. It's a story of
one man's loyalty to his neighborhood and his friends corrupted and destroyed the whole Black Panther Party in his neighborhood. It's a really beautiful story, the way she chose to tell it.
It's grounded in all this history, but it's about sort of the emotional journeys that we go on because of our histories.
And our history is carried on through our children. Okay. Philadelphia native Jamar Griffin plays Washington's fiercely independent daughter, nicknamed Stringbean, and her role is pivotal.
My first rehearsal with her, we sat down and started reading lines, and I called my mother and I was like, I need to get my stuff together, because she is like bringing it.
Have you learned anything from her?
Yes, well, I can see because usually other celebrities, they like sometimes what I see on TV, they be like, get away from me, turn the cameras to that.
I know what you're saying. But she keeps it real.
She just goes to the store, she play with me, she's very funny.
But they all portray a serious storyline, trying to outrun a dark past while the truth still lingers.
I'm happy that I got to make it in Philly.
And that they did. They were here almost a month. Next stop, the Sundance Film Festival in Park City, Utah, and it'll hopefully get picked up and be in a theater near you sometime next year. So
I love Kerry Washington.
Oh yeah, great actress. And Anthony's fantastic too. Anthony has a new film out, The Hurt Locker.
Yes, you
as
said
far
he was
as
in that.
guys that detonate bombs over in Iraq.
Yes.
It's an unbelievable story.